Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of United Talks podcast. And I just want to welcome you to this brand new episode as we're going to be previewing the game away for Manchester United against Ipswich Town. And welcome once again to United Talks podcast. And this is your one stop shop for all of Manchester United news and everything Manchester United. Um, Now, this game against Ipswich away for Manchester United is a monumental one, and it marks um, beginning of Ruben Amorim's era as Manchester United head coach. Now, we're going to analyze the form, team news, history, and what we expect from this um, battle of tactics between two managers or two coaches. One's an assistant coach at Manchester United, and the other is the new head coach of Manchester United. In the persons of Kieran McKenna or Ipswich Town and Ben Amorim, Manchester United, and everybody's kind of excited. Everybody's excited about like what to expect from the game. It's Ruben Amorim's new first game, his debut in the Premier League, and it's a true test of what his metal is all about. And everybody's kind of looking forward to what to expect with his lineups and everything. But as at the time of recording this, we have not watched or seen or listened to the press conference from the manager or the coach, the head coach, as the case may be, because I keep mixing them up. But he's actually the head coach, not the manager. But Ruben Amorim takes charge of Manchester United following the international break. Today is the 22nd, and he basically just started about 11 days ago. 11 days ago. He started on November 11th and literally started training this week with the team and started with about 10 players who didn't make it to international break, and then a few, especially the ones in South America, and most of the teams from, or most of the players from Europe are already coming back. Like Bruno Fernandez showed up yesterday, 2 days ago, and he took part in training yesterday. So, um, basically, Ruben Amorim has stepped into the side that showed glimpses of recovery under Ruud van Nistelrooy, whom everybody loved as a club and as a fan base. He's known for his dynamic tactics, as we have already stated and overstated, and you might as well call this um, podcast the Ruben Amorim show. But Amorim would have his philosophy under the microscope, as I said earlier in this debut game, and fans expect a high pressing tactical fluidity and a potential shake-up in the team selection as he assesses the squad's strength and weakness. And in all honesty, as much as I am excited to watch this game, as much as I am excited to um look forward to what to expect in the game. I am not really, um, I'm not really expecting anything other than him trying to adjust because I think there's going to be a manager bounce as well. The players are going to be up for it, but mine is for him this first few weeks an adjustment period. Yeah, we need to win games, and as he said, we need to win now, right? Well, we're gonna talk about key players for Ipswich Town. One of the key players is back from suspension, and that is Kevin Phillips, former Manchester United player. Um, sorry, a former Manchester City player. He used to be a Manchester City um, midfielder. He's been picking up his form and all of that. So he's back from suspension, and his presence strengthens Ipswich's midfield. We have also Massimo Luongo, a critical link between the defense and the attack, a pivotal high pressure especially in pivotal high pressure games. So these two players are the key players that would potentially um, impact the game from the Ipswich perspective. But we're going to focus on the Manchester United team news for now. Um, as far as injury concerns go, they are easing at the moment for Manchester United with Luke Shaw, Tara Malacia, and Mason Mount returning to training, basically in the first training session for Ruben Amorim. If you've not watched the video, go and watch it. It's right up on the channel right now. You're going to see some tactical analysis. You can see that some of these players are fully returning back. Um, Tyro Malacia, Luke Shaw, and Mason Mount are already in training. We don't expect them to feature in this game, except probably for Mason Mount, but we don't expect them to feature for this game. But however, Lisandro Martinez, Lindelof, Victor Lindelof, and Harry Maguire are all set to miss out on this game. They're all doubtful, especially after international break, after the international duty. It was said that Victor Lindelof limped off the field and Lisandro Martinez was racing to be fit, but still won't make it for this game. We shall hear more from the press conference. But basically, this is what I was thinking before I made my notes for this. It's going to be hard to come up with a defense of three players if Ruben Amorim is going to play his 3-4-3 formation. But this is what we expect. He's likely to experiment his lineup, possibly focusing on players like Garnacho and Hoyland, with the who fits his fast-paced style. Obviously, high press, running, and intensity, high intensity, as he has always said from time to time. Um, so, what might Amorim do in this situation? This is me thinking on the spot. Like, what might he do in this situation? He might deploy his wing backs to maximize the width and the attacking depth. And right now we have, as of the time of recording, Diogo Dallo, who I think needs some rest because he's played so many games. He played one game and a half or so over the international break, right? Um, he's definitely going to try to utilize Bruno Fernandes as a central playmaker in a more liberated role. Hopefully, he is more tamed and controlled, but then allow him to express himself. And from an interview I saw online on Stretford Paddock, I saw that someone that they interviewed said that he most probably would allow the players to express themselves. Now, there's a high chance that he would test his preferred 3-4-3 or his 4-3-3 formation to evaluate the defensive solidity. And I won't put it past him if he tried the 4-3-3 instead of 3-4-3, seeing as we have two center backs that are fully fit in the persons of um, Matthias de Ligt and Johnny Evans. Yeah, and the rest are not fully fit. So there's a high chance he's going to try 4-3-3 instead of 3-4-3 as everybody's expecting. But for the matchup, especially with McKenna, who has had at least an 11 game experience in the Premier League, um, it is expected that this is not just a game, it's a tactical chess match between two young, ambitious managers in McKenna, in McKenna and Amorim. McKenna's inside knowledge of United could also give Ipswich a strategic edge. Yes, he might have an extra an inside knowledge of the Manchester United squad, but since the time he left to now, there has been an evolution of the team, and at least five new players have been added, or six, as the case may be, have been added since he left. So he might not really have as much inside knowledge, but it can give him strategic edge. Um, but with Ruben Amorim's first perspective, um, it might disrupt Ipswich's plans. So we expect Ipswich to rely on counterattacks and set pieces, while United will seek to control possession and exploit Ipswich's defensive gaps. But historically, let's go back in time. Historically, Manchester United and Ipswich Town have shared a long history with United winning 29 of their 57 meetings. Um, Ipswich have 19 wins, and their most memorable one coming when Man United were beaten 1-0 at Portman Road in 2001. On the flip side, United fans We'll never forget the iconic 9-0 devolution in 1995, way back. But it's going to be a bit sticky, and it's going to be a bit tricky, a tricky game. But I expect that Manchester United will win this one. I expect that Manchester United will win this one. So based off of the managerial transition and United's individual quality, my prediction, it's a really um yeah, I'm thinking about this. There's a high chance that we'll keep a clean sheet, and there's a high chance that because of the new manager bounce, Marcus Rashford is going to get a goal, and Rasmus Højlund, to try to pick form, is going to get a goal. So my prediction is going to be a 3-0 United win. Yeah, 3-0 United win. It's going to be an interesting one to watch. It's a game of chess and tactics. But my predicted lineup, and this is what I thought through and hard to get to be able to come up with a formidable lineup. So if I'm going to go with the 4-3-3, which I presume is going to come with, or if I'm going to go with 4-2-3-1, it is going to no. Which one should I choose? I'm going to go with 4-3-3. We're still going to use the width, and we're going to play like a hybrid three at the back. That would mean that one of the defensive midfielders, or one of the choose two, the one of either the 6 or the 8, would fall back into defense to form a three at the back automatically. So I'm going to go with, in goal, obviously, Andre Onana. Um, I'm also going to go at right back. We have Diogo Dallo, and at left back we're going to have Nusa Lazarawi. And at centre backs, the two centre backs are going to have Delict and Johnny Evans. And then in the two midfield positions, Manuel Ugarte and Casemiro, because they formed a very strong partnership that has come forth and shown its strength in times, and especially in the last 4 games and all of that. So I'm going to go Ugarte and Casemiro, and at the tip or the top of the three, I'm going to have in attacking midfield, um, Bruno Fernandes. And then for the right and left midfield, I'm going to have Marcus Rashford and Amad Diallo. And then in attack, I'm going to have Rasmus Højlund. That is my expected, predicted, or yeah, this is what I expect Ruben to try. 4-3-3, with Ahmad and Rashford both tucking in the midfield. So to form something that looks like a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-3-4-3 hybrid, where the defensive one of the defensive midfielders, maybe Manuel Ugarte, drops into the defense, to form a three at the back when we are with the ball and when we are defending. But when we are without the ball, then I expect that it's going to be a 4-2-1. That's 4-2-3-1 or 4-3-3. So it depends on how it is. And we're going to have like Rashford and Ahmad flying down the wings, if you know what I mean. So it's kind of like a test of what to expect. But I expect a high intensity game. First and foremost, I expect that Ipswich Town are going to try to want to respect Manchester United, but then they're going to want to push us because they're at home and their fans are going to get on their backs. So let's hope that the 3-0 win is going to come through with a clean sheet, and then Onana keeps his streak of keeping clean sheets in the Premier League. And then Bruno Fernandes, as always, creating as many chances as possible. But that's it for today. My question to you is, what are your predictions for the game? What do you expect from the game? And how do you think Ruben Amorim will perform on his debut? I expect a win, but it's going to be a win for like a situation where he's going to be trying to learn about the squad, about the team. But I'd like you to share your thoughts and feelings and ideas about the game, what predicted lineup in the comment section. And also don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more on United. So this is United Talks podcast. And I'd like I say, to remind you to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that like button, hit that notification bell so that you can get notified when we get the next when we upload or when we post the next video. So I'd like to say like, share, subscribe again. God bless you. Have a good one. And see you at the games preview. Bye for now.